Well, greetings, dear viewers. I'm back with me, Haley. We have uh, Stefan here. We have a little lamb, the little lamb I got from Jens. It's always hanging on my microphone stand. So it's always there with me. Now the beer is like this. This is uh, P, uh, by a Swedish brewery called Omnipollo. Uh, they started as a gypsy brewery, whatever that means, but now they have their own premises, and this is uh, Pekin Mud. This is an imperial stout with vanilla. Um, Katja, vad är vaniljstänger på engelska? Vaniljstänger på engelska.
Nej, jag vet inte.
Vaniljstänger. Nej. Nej.
Vanilla stick.
Vanilla sticks, I think. Vanilla sticks and pecan nuts and jag vet vad är kola på svenska, men vad är kola på engelska?
Kola.
Kola. Kola. Vad är kola på engelska? Ingen...
Fudge.
Fudge, yes. So it's vanilla sticks, pecan nuts, and fudge. Imperial Stout, 11% ABV. And I got my Rilakkuma here with me. Okay. I think I need fix some things here, I think. I think that's better. That's better. Yes, it's been a while. I've had my a few beer videos coming out on Wednesdays, and I've got I think I have 3 queued up right now. I'll just check because I just uploaded one. I think yesterday I uploaded one, so I've got several queued up. I have 1, 2, 3. Yes, I have 1 Ukrainian, 1 Dutch, and 1 Estonian. Really curious. Of which the Ukrainian kind of relates to yeah, since you caught a live stream, all right. It's really fudgy and the pecan. It gives a thick head, firm. Really, yeah, the pecan nut is really strong. The force is strong with this one. The dessert it's a bit like vanilla ice cream with fudge and pecan nuts, but with as a beer. Katja, smaka. Dessert? Candy. Katja calls these candy beer, but
He only drinks candy bear.
Today, actually, I went to the liquor store and I bought 3 new beers, which are quite curious individuals, and I've actually acquired, I think, closer to 10 new beers. I'm really, I'm actually develop. I'm a bit of a hoarder when it comes to beer. I may or may not keep drinking the beer at the pace that I buy them, and I have quite a bit of beer that I have no intention on drinking anytime soon, because most of my beers are such that they mature in the bottle. So find the fudge monkey. Okay, there. Yeah. So those are such beers that age in the bottle. So the best before dates might be in 10 years from now. 10 years at least a good 10 years with the corky cork on them. So, and I have booked myself. Yeah, the shelf life in some beers, it is just if the beer is unpasteurized. I think might have an unpasteurized beer. I'll just check. Yeah, so I think I consumed the beer. Oh yeah, the beer is actually the unpasteurized beer that I talked about. Is the video that is coming out. The video is coming out next Wednesday. So there's a video of an unpasteurized beer that is coming out. But I brought out this one. Golden Carolus, which is basically Carolus is basically like Christmas carols in English. But so this is matured in the bottle. This is like the my English is very bad today. I'm sorry. Yeah, it's vintage because I have yeah this shelf yeah the best before date or um the best before end basically the best before date of this one is 2034. So basically It's 20 from now. The best before date is in 10 years from now. So that's how much, how how long these things have their shelf life. So, and for example, blue Chimay that can age in the bottle for 10 years. Uh, I've read online of people drinking their 10-year-old blue label Chimay, and it's good. The best before date on the label is, I think it's the shelf life, the official shelf life that they have to give. They give it. It's 5 years, I think. It's 5 years from bottling, and but the thing is that the blue Chimay, it's the kind of beer that matures in the bottle. So I've actually tried different vintages of blue Chimay, and they do taste different. Um, Believe it or not, it really yes, but it's different. Water is made different. Water is made different, and in general, in the grand scale of things, uh, one might say that beer is safer than water in many instances. That's why, well, the Finnish tap water is some of the best in the world, but sometimes beers, but the tap water tastes different in different towns. Anyway, uh, let's take a look. I've booked myself a trip to Tallinn, Estonia. Here we have it. It's the craft beer weekend in Tallinn, Estonia. I booked myself a two-day ticket, so I'll be spending the whole weekend at this craft beer weekend. So basically, yeah, and this is organized by Pohjola Brewery. I've made beer videos about their beers. Really, really good. I've visited the Pohjola Brewery in Tallinn uh, twice. Once with Katja a couple of years ago, 2 years ago, I think, and then once. When was it? Couple of months ago when I went to Tallinn as well. So there are first on. So it's the Friday 13th and Friday 13th and Saturday 14th. So on the on Friday the 13th they have international craft breweries, and then they have Estonians um, on Saturday. Of these Estonian breweries, I've drank from Anderson's. Their video is coming out in 2 weeks on the beer in 2 weeks from now. Then there's Pyhaste from Tartu as well. I've had several of their, and then Pyhaste, Pohjola Pyhaste, and Andersons from the, and I think possibly Hiiumaa Pruulikoda as well. I'm not entirely sure, but the three big ones I've tried, but I'm really looking forward to the other Estonians. And there are Cool Head and Factory Brewing from Finland. I've never heard of the guys, and more to be announced soon. So I bought myself a ticket, a two day ticket to this lovely event, and I have the ferry tickets booked, and I've got a hotel booked in the Tallinn Old Town, which is a super lovely place. If you ever go to Tallinn, just go to the Rotermann district, the shopping district, and you should also, but more than anything, go to the Old Town. Uh, Peter says that sounds like a good excuse to get pissed. Yeah, an excellent excuse. Uh, so it's basically what happens is these breweries come in and they put put out their best. They serve their best, and all the beer is included in the ticket. It's a basically a 2 day beer. All is a 2 day, 2 days, all beers included. Uh, Party basically. So you can go, you get these glasses, and then go around to get from these different brewery beers. So it's yeah. Should I do I have any pictures like Instagram? I have Instagram. Yes, there's an Instagram link. Jens says the water used for brewing has to be boiled first, something that didn't happen in every household back then. Yeah, that's true. Though why you need an excuse is beyond me. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they've got interesting posts. What if? Why do I have to prove that I'm not a fucking robot when I go to Instagram? Like what the fuck? Anyway, I had to apply. Alright, and basically, let's go. So you get a tasting glass with um a, basically a menu, beer menu, that you can then go to different uh, desks to get different brewery desks there. Uh, like this. Jaskan Kaljet is basically Jaskan Kaljet is that has to be Finnish because Jaskan Kaljet means Jaska's shit. No, Jaska's beer. So basically, it's Jaska's beer. So licorice vanilla cake imperial stout. That's gonna be good. And they have these different herbal apple wild ale. That's gonna be really, really, really interesting. And they have these kind of, you can actually take yourself from the tab if you like. So I purchased, and then you can review the beers. So it's something that I came across, and I thought, why not? Because I have some annual leave to use, so why not? Why not? Anyway, so another thing, the shit show in the United States of assholes. I'm sorry, United States of America. Um, I mean, Trump said Zelensky is a dictator, and then less than a week later, when a reporter asked him about it, he said, "No, I didn't say that. I don't remember saying anything like that." And now he's saying Zelensky, and then he's been going back and forth on whether or not Russia started the whole thing. First, he said, "Okay, Ukraine started." Then okay, Russia started. Well, Ukraine started. I don't know. Zelensky, a dictator? Yeah, no, yeah, no. I mean, Donald, get your shit together, man. And now he is saying like that Zelensky is playing with World War III, and he's demanding gratitude from Zelensky. For what? And he's being corrected live in front of reporters by the French president Emmanuel Macron earlier this week, I think, and then by the British Prime Minister. For the love of me, I can't remember what his name is. The British PM. What's his name? Um, Corrected him, and then now Zelensky has been correcting him on a lot of things. I mean, this is. I mean, let's get the. Okay, so Jens says Trump and Putin are meeting to discuss Ukraine, like Hitler and Stalin carving up Poland in '39. Yes, exactly my thoughts, which is discussed not so long ago. That there's what the U.S. what Trump and Putin are now up to is like Molotov Ribbentrop pacts all over again. Like history keeps repeating itself. When there's when it's whenever there's whenever there's the United States of America and Russia, whether that be the Russian Empire, Soviet Union, or or the current Russian Federation, history keeps repeating itself, and that's horrible. Okay, I had to reshape the chat because it was over the frames. There we go. Oops. It's like it's gonna be a horrible shit show. Uh, I mean, history. Pete says history needs to be emphasized more in education, but but the thing is that when it comes to America, they only teach American history. They only teach white Christian American history. That's it. No other history. The only history they teach in America is white Christian American history. That that's it. That's the problem with the foreign policy these days. That our American counterparts, they do not learn they don't learn the world history. They need to learn the world history. U.S. history without the genocide and slavery. Yeah, the American white Christian American history without genocide and slavery. That's it. Yeah, and it's history, not his story. Excellent point. Yeah, let me take the beat. Yeah. Peter says I had to learn French history and Aboriginal history before English history. That's actually a good way to go. Now, what was I supposed to say? Ah, yes, world history I learned in library. Uh, Actually, when it comes to Australia and history, um, the English sent the prisoners to Australia and the Puritans to America. Australia is the winner. There we go. Actually, going to a library and reading books is a good way to learn things. Depending on which books you read. I mean, I don't think you should read the Bible. It's so full of they got a you get a better deal reading something other than the Bible or the Quran. You got the better deal. Sometimes you should be like Jesus, hang out with the criminals. You may be you might get you might be better off if you're like Jesus, hang out with the criminals and the outcasts, not the Puritans. So be like Jesus, hang out with the outcasts and criminals. Peter says, I read the religious text just to confirm it was a scam. Yeah, I've read, I've read the Bible, and it's a scam. So incredibly strange to begin with. Actually, um, this Jesus character is interesting. I mean, it is claimed that uh, billions, a few maybe 2 billion or so people are Christians, and they all claim that Jesus was born of a virgin. How does that happen? In that case, Jesus did not have any paternal DNA, so no Y chromosome. That means Jesus was a woman. Jesus was a. It depends how you presume he came about. So basically, if you claim Jesus was a man, yeah, at least looked like a man, presented as a man. His phenotype was male, but his genotype must have been female. Let's say, for some reason, he had only one. Let's say he had only one X chromosome. If he had no paternal DNA, he had only one X chromosome, no Y chromosome. That means he would have had, well, she would have had only one X chromosome, that is Klinefelter syndrome. Now, Klinefelter syndrome people always have a female phenotype. IVF, not really. IVF means there's sperm included. But if this was a case of parthenogenesis that has been documented in animals, it has been documented in some other animals, but only theorized in humans. Even so, if Jesus was conceived via parthenogenesis, he would have had chromosomes XX. That is, as we know, female genotype. So, either Klinefelter or the regular woman, but a female genotype, but a male phenotype. So if we are to believe in the Bible. Yeah, I know how it goes with the Bible. It's a collection of tales. Aaron Ra has made good, excellent series of videos. Yeah, it's a collection of folk tales from the area. But there are, for example, the story of Noah and the Noachian flood fable, um, that is borrowed and modified and copied and over again from the Epic of Gilgamesh. And Noah is a compilation of several characters such as Atrahasis and Utnapishtim. So, and this Jesus character is also a compilation of several different characters, not just the Levant area, but also Egypt. There's things borrowed from the ancient Egyptian religious folklore. So it's not even original. And for example, let's see how. For example, Lilith, the Night Maiden or the Dark Maiden Lilith, or Lilith, Lilitu, was the first wife of Adam. When there's two different creation stories, there's Genesis 1 and Genesis 2. The first, in Genesis 1, the man and woman were created equal. They were created at the same time from dust, or clay or dust. It depends how you read it. They were created at the same time, equals, and this is from the Jewish Kabbalah. And then Lilith refused to become a subordinate to Adam and left, and then God created Eve, Adam's second wife, from Adam's rib. And that is actually also problematic, because that would make Eve a man. How can you create a female from male only DNA? It's the same with Jesus. How can you make a male from 100% female DNA with no X chromosomes involved? So how do you make a woman? I mean, how do you make a cis woman out of a cis man? That doesn't compute. Sheep herder logic, exactly. The tales collected by Brothers Grimm are just as realistic, exactly. And Christians refuse to accept Lilith, the Night Maiden. And Christians say the name of the devil is Lucifer, but it isn't. Do you know what they call Jesus in the Bible? Do you know what they call John the Baptist? They call both of these gentlemen the Lightbringer. Lucifer. In the Vulgate writes it as Lucifer, as a not as a proper name, capitalized Lucifer, but with a lowercase. So Lucifer, the Lightbringer. Yeah, there you go. And where this comes from, Isaiah, it comes from Isaiah 20. Isaiah, because Isaiah. It comes from Isaiah 14. Isaiah 14. Isaiah 14, 12 to 14. Let's go with the King James that they really love. Let's King James. Okay. Okay, here we go. From Isaiah 14, 12 to 17, New King James. Oh, how you have fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning! How you are cut down to the ground, you who weaken the nations. For you have said in your heart, I will ascend into heaven. I will exalt the throne above the stars of God, etc., etc. This is not talking about Satan. This is not this is not talking about Satan. It's not about Jesus. It says Lucifer. It's not talking about the devil. It's not talking about and Lucifer, which literally means day star, light bringer, the morning star, Venus. It's not talking about the devil. It's not talking about Jesus or John the Baptist. It's talking about the king of Babylon. It's the prophet Isaiah mocking the king of Babylon. The king of Babylon died, and he's mocking the king of Babylon. That's what happens there, and it's not that old. And why, as far as I can tell, they only mention, and then there's the snake in paradise being the Satan, but that the snake it's not a snake. It's Lilith. According to Kabbalah, um, it's Lilith. If you look any, it's new stuff, and if you look any mainstream Christian art from the Middle Ages, you see, I'm gonna check the. I'm gonna get you the. Okay. Yeah. So if you look at what the medieval mainstream art says about the quote unquote snake in paradise, is nothing but a naga, a snake with a woman's head. It's not a snake. If you look at medieval mainstream art, okay, let me get you this one. Okay. In the Notre Dame Cathedral in Paris, and even in the Sistine Chapel in Vatican, that is not a snake. It's a woman with red hair. That ain't no snake. Oh Christians, how you have fallen. Oh. Misa ancora. Misa siellä.
Äidillä on
Mitä? Äiti on täällä. Joo. Nissan doesn't really. She's coming to me, beeping, beep beep beep, and then when I try to get pet her, she goes to under Katya's legs and growls at me. And now she's looking at me under Katya's chair. There somewhere. Misa. Somewhere there. Oletko sinä nyt vähän vauva? Little beast. Anyway. I'm being told that we should go. Camera shy, maybe. Maybe she's a bit camera shy. She's just a baby. People say she's a dog, but we say she's a baby. Hmm? Hmm. She really likes being taken. Yeah, she doesn't mind that when we take pictures of her, but she sometimes runs away when we try to put her harness on and go out. Yeah, baby Dogo. Yeah. Hmm. She's just hanging out under Katya's chair and giving me the side eye. Dachshunds. Dachshunds are just Dachshunds are different. Yet, regardless of their age, they're still your baby. It's like your children. They're always your baby, aren't they? They're always your baby. Mm-hmm. Hmm. Este dove è? O ce l'ha con mamma? Mamma ancora. Mm. I'm 80 in Finnish. That's Finnish, and then Katja's mamma. That's Swedish. Mama's little baby. Hmm. Okay. I think it's probably time for me to call it a night. My beer is out. So. Anyway, it was nice chatting, and I will be back next week with another beer video on Wednesday, and I might stream next week at some point. Anyway, until next time, bye bye.